A preposition is a word that shows the relation like place, time between a noun or a pronoun and the other words in a sentence. And today we are going to learn some more prepositions. Let's check it out. The girl sat under a tree. So we can see in the picture that the girl is sitting here and this is the tree. So the girl is here and this is the tree that we are talking about. The girl sat under a tree. Where is the girl sitting? So she is sitting directly below the tree and in a way where the tree is covering the girl. So here we are using the preposition under to show where the girl is sitting and that she is being covered in a way by the tree. So under has a very important role in the sentence. If under was not there, how would the sentence be? The girl sat a tree. Would it make sense? It wouldn't. So under is a very important preposition because it is showing the relation between a tree and where the girl is sitting. She is sitting directly below the tree. So under means something which is directly below and in a way where it is covering it. As we can see in the picture that the girl is sitting directly below something. It's the tree in this case. So we can definitely use under over here, but at times we can also use below for such sentences. So below is another preposition which we can use in place of under and the sentence would still mean the same. The girl is below the tree or the girl is under the tree would mean the same thing, that she is directly under something. So the girl sat below a tree would also be a correct answer. Let's check the second example out. The baby is under the blanket. Let's see the image. This is the baby. And then we are talking about this blanket. So where is the baby? The baby is directly under the blanket. So under is showing us where the baby is, the position of the baby. The baby is under the blanket or is directly below something. Here we are talking about the blanket. And the blanket is covering the baby. The baby is under the blanket. Now, if under was not in the sentence, how would it sound? The baby is the blanket. Would it make sense? It wouldn't, right? So you can see how important prepositions are. They make the relation between the noun and the pronoun and the other words in the sentence very clear. Here we are talking about the blanket and we are talking about the baby. And under is showing that something is directly below the blanket over here. It is covering the baby. In other words, she wore a red dress under the jacket. Now, this is the jacket and this is the red dress we are talking about. So, is she wearing this red dress over? No. So, under in this sentence is telling us the position of the dress. It is below the jacket. So, in this sentence, we see that the jacket is covering the red dress. We have used under because it is below the jacket over here. There's another sentence over here. Her skirt is dash her knees. Can I write under over here? Let's see. Her skirt is under her knees. Does that sound correct? No. What are we meaning over here? That her knees are covering the skirt. Is that the case? That isn't the correct thing. So, under is not the correct option for this sentence. So, what do we use in this blank? Because under is not the correct option. Let's check this. The right option would be below. Let's check the image. This is the girl, this is her skirt, and somewhere here is the knee. We are talking about the position of the skirt. It is lower than her knees, so we have used below. Below tells us that something is lower than. In this case, we are talking about the skirt. There is a lake below the hills. Let's see this picture. The hills are here and we are talking about the lake, which is right here. So where is the lake? Talking about the position of the lake. It is below the hills. So the hills are here. It is lower than the hills, somewhere here. There is a sink below the cabinet. The sink is here and the cabinet is here. So, what do we mean? We are saying that the sink is lower than the cabinet. It is below the cabinet. So, below shows the relation between the cabinet and the sink over here. Let's check out another example. The sofa is below the mirror. Let's see the image. Here is the sofa. And where is the mirror? It's right here. So, what are we actually talking about? We are talking about the position of the sofa. It is lower than the mirror. So, below is telling us where the sofa is. It is lower than the mirror. The mirror is dash the sofa. Can we say the mirror is below the sofa? What would we mean? We would mean that the mirror is lower than the sofa. Is that the case? No, that is not the case over here. So what would be the answer? The answer is above. Let's check this. So the mirror is above the sofa. Where is the mirror? Here. Where is the sofa? Here. So what are we talking about? That the mirror is higher than the sofa. It is not below the sofa, but it is higher than the sofa. It is above the sofa. Again over here, it is talking about the position. It is telling us where the mirror is placed. It is above the sofa. In these two sentences, the prepositions below and above, they show a complete contrast. One is above and one is right below. So we can also say that they are complete opposite, and they are talking about a position where we can see one is higher than and one is lower than the other thing. My uncle lives just above the ground floor. So, this is the ground floor and this is where my uncle lives. So, he lives just above the ground floor. We have already seen that this is the ground floor. So, something being above means it is higher than the ground floor. So, my uncle lives higher than the ground floor, or in other words, we will use the preposition above here to show where he is living. He is living higher than the ground floor. There is a castle above the hills. Let's check this out. So this is the hill that we are talking about. And here is the castle. We can already see from the picture that the castle and the hill, they are not at the same position. One is higher and one is at a lower position. So, in this sentence, what have we used? We have used the preposition above. And what does above mean? Above means higher than something. So, you can see that this castle is higher in position than the hill. That's why we have used above here. The clock hangs above the door. This is the door and here is the clock. So where is the clock? It is just above the door, higher than the door. So the door is here and this is the clock. We have used above to show this very clearly in the picture. The birds flew over the city. Now, we have another preposition. We have over. When we say over, what do we mean? Let's see. We are talking about the birds and the city is here. The birds are flying higher than the city. So, in a way, it is higher than, or it is above the city, I can say. When we are talking about over, we are also meaning a movement. When we talk about above, this clock is not moving. It is at rest. But when we are talking about the birds, they are covering a distance. They flew over the city. They're covering a distance. There's a motion involved over here. When there is a motion involved and we talk about something being higher than, we use the preposition over. The plane flew over the Pacific Ocean. This is the Pacific Ocean and here is our aeroplane. So, we can already see from the picture that this is way high. This plane is actually covering some area. There is some movement that is happening. So, it started from somewhere and it is moving in the sky towards another direction. So, when there is some amount of movement involved, then we use the preposition over. The horse jumped over the fence. So, where is the horse? Here. Where is the fence? Here. The horse is jumping higher than the fence. Again, we are talking about this horse being on the other side and it is jumping over to the other side. There is some amount of motion involved. So what will be used? We are going to use the preposition over to show that very clearly in our sentence. The deer crawled dashed the fence. What will be the answer? Can you think of any option? Let's try over. The deer crawled over the fence. Where is the deer? Right here. And where is the fence? This one. So, can we see any motion happening from the top higher above? No. What can we see? There is definitely some amount of movement, but it is lower than. So, is over the correct answer for this? The deer crawled over the fence? No, that is not the correct option. So, what is the correct option for this sentence? Let's check. Under is the right option for this sentence. The deer is here and the fence is here. So, it is directly below something. In a way, part of it is being covered by the fence when it is moving. So, we cannot use over. We will use under to complete the sentence. The deer crawled under the fence. Now, when we look at these two sentences, we notice something. Over and under. Even in the picture, we can see that one is jumping from the top. It is moving at a higher position, while the other one is moving at a lower position. They are completely different. We can say that the preposition over and under are opposites. Yes, they are opposite to each other. Fill in the blanks with the correct prepositions. John wears a coat, dash the shirt. A book is hidden, dash the newspapers. There is a lamp, dash the table. John's pet dog is sleeping, dash the window. And the options are under, above, below, and over. Now let's see how we can fill this up. Let's take the first sentence. John wears a coat, dash the shirt. This is John we are talking about. And where is his shirt? Here. So can we say that John wears a coat above the shirt? So is above the right answer? Let's see. So when we mean above, he wears a coat above the shirt. So it means at a higher position. In this case, is that what we are meaning? No. Can we say it is below the shirt? Which means at a lower position. Is that the case? No. Can we say it is under the shirt? Which means directly below something? No, we cannot use this option as well. So what can we use? Can we use over? Yes, this is his coat and he is wearing it over his shirt, or the coat is covering the shirt. So over is the correct answer for this sentence. A book is hidden, dash the newspapers. The book is here and we can see that the newspapers are here. So here is the book and these are the newspapers. So the book is directly below the newspapers and in a way the newspapers are covering the book. So we are going to use under in this case. A book is hidden under the newspapers. There is a lamp, dash the table. Here is the table and the lamp is here. So what are we talking about? We are talking about something being at a higher position, higher than. What can we use? Can we use above or below? We will definitely use above because above tells us something is higher than something else. John's pet dog is sleeping dash the window. Here is the dog and this is the window. Now what are we meaning over here? We are talking about something being at a lower level. So we will use below to fill this up. John's pet dog is sleeping below the window. Now we have learnt the prepositions under, above, below and over and how they can be used in sentences. When we say under, we are talking about something being directly below something else in a way where it is covering it. When we say above, we are talking about something being at a higher position, but it does not mention that it is covering it in a way. The next preposition is below. Below means lower than, and the last one that we have done is over. When we say over, what do we mean? We are saying it is higher than something, or we are talking about motion when we use over here. There are more prepositions which we will learn soon. You can try and look for sentences with under, above, below and over and see how many you can find. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStation, iPad, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.